Welcome to the Copperfield Electric Podcast. Today we're taking a deep dive into something that's, well, often out of sight, out of mind, but absolutely critical, especially if you're dreaming of, a home remodel. We're talking about your home's electrical wiring.
What?
Okay, let's unpack this. We've got some really insightful material here. It explores why getting your wiring right isn't just like a smart move. It's really the bedrock for safety, efficiency,
Yeah.
and making sure your dream renovation doesn't turn into a headache of tripped breakers and flickering lights. Our mission today is to kind of cut through the noise, give you the essential takeaways from these sources, and maybe introduce you to a team that's dedicated to this often overlooked area.
What's truly fascinating here and what our sources really highlight is just how foundational good wiring is. It's like the invisible circulatory system of a modern home.
Right.
Imagine trying to run a city on, I don't know, a dirt road. That's often what older wiring is trying to do with today's electrical demands.
That's a good analogy.
And ignoring this hidden backbone, well, it can lead to some very tangible and sometimes pretty dangerous problems. We'll connect the dots for you, show why this matters. Not just for your immediate peace of mind, but, for your property's long-term value and safety.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Because, let's face it, many of us live in older homes, right? And we often just accept their quirks. But what if those flickering lights or those breakers that trip all the time aren't just charming old house issues? What are some of those undeniable warning signs, the red flags that your home's electrical system might be stuck in a different century?
Yeah, that's a key question. Our sources point to some clear signals. Things homeowners absolutely shouldn't ignore. Think of your home's electrical system like your own body. It gives you symptoms when something's not right.
Okay.
So if you're regularly seeing lights dim or flicker when, say, the microwave turns on, that's often a sign of voltage fluctuations or maybe circuits being overloaded. Frequent circuit breaker trips, they're not just annoying. They're the system basically yelling at you that it's being pushed beyond its safe limits.
Okay, that makes sense.
And even more critically, if you notice any strange buzzing sounds coming from outlets or switches.
Buzzing?
Yes, buzzing, or if you actually see scorch marks, discoloration around them, those are immediate serious warnings. They indicate overheating, potential fire hazards. These aren't just minor things. They're often shouting that your older wiring systems they can't handle the electricity demands of our modern lives, which were designed for a much, much simpler electrical load, frankly.
And it's not just about the system being stressed, is it? The material we looked at highlights some genuinely serious dangers that can come from ignoring these signs or just having outdated materials. We hear a lot about aluminum wiring. What's the real story there? Why is it considered such a risk, especially for homes from the 60s and 70s?
That's an excellent point, and it's where things get quite serious. Connecting this to the bigger picture, old or poorly installed wiring isn't just inefficient. It's a significant safety hazard. Too many people overlook it. And yes, our sources specifically call out aluminum wiring, common in homes built between, say, the mid-1960s and the 1970s.
Right.
What's critical to understand is that aluminum, it expands and contracts differently than copper, which is the standard today.
Okay.
So over time, at connection points, think outlets, switches this can lead to loose connections.
Loose connections.
Exactly. And when a connection is loose, it creates resistance. That resistance generates heat.
Heat, like dangerous heat.
Potentially, yes. Think of it like a kink in a garden hose trying to force water through. Pressure builds up. Electrically, that heat can become intense enough to ignite surrounding materials. Wood framing, insulation, it significantly increases the risk of electrical fires.
Wow.
And beyond just aluminum, a generally outdated electrical setup means your entire electrical service. The main power coming in and distributing through your home might not be properly equipped. This impacts everything, puts your appliances at risk from inconsistent power, and it makes it much harder and definitely riskier to safely run modern high-demand appliances, or even install something common now like an EV charger.
An EV charger, yeah. Lots of people getting those.
Right. Without serious concerns about overloading the system. It's like, as I said, putting highway traffic on a country lane. It just doesn't work safely.
So if you're noticing any of these signs, the flickering, the tripping, definitely any burn marks or odd sounds, it's not just a quirk. It's a serious signal that you need a professional electrical inspection.
Absolutely.
Being proactive isn't just about convenience. It's really about safety. Your family's safety. Your home's future.
Precisely.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Our homes today, they're practically tech hubs, aren't they? Smart home systems, bigger TVs, all these devices plugged in constantly. When you're doing a big home remodel, how does proper wiring become the linchpin for all this modern tech? It feels like more than just having enough outlets.
It absolutely is. And this raises a really important question for anyone planning a remodel. Can your current electrical system truly support how you live now, let alone the increased demands after the renovation?
Good point.
The sources we looked at emphasize that rewiring isn't just about fixing old issues, it's fundamentally about future-proofing your home. Think of modern wiring as building a robust, high-capacity data network, but for your home's power.
Okay.
It ensures your home can safely handle today's high-demand appliances. Powerful kitchen stuff, laundry machines, home offices, all running at once sometimes.
Right.
And it lets you seamlessly integrate new smart home systems. Sophisticated lighting, whole house automation, all without frustrating outages or dangerous overloads. It lays the groundwork for a truly functional modern space.
The space that works with you, not against you.
Exactly.
And it's not just about what we plug in, is it? There's this huge component about energy use, too. Everyone's thinking about that now. Costs, environment. Can upgrading your wiring actually save you money on your electric bill?
Indeed it can. And this is an often underestimated benefit, actually. Upgrading your wiring goes beyond just safety and capacity. It significantly enhances energy efficiency.
Oh, so.
Well, older wiring systems, especially with worn insulation or corroded connections, they're just less efficient. They literally waste electricity through increased resistance, generating heat instead of delivering power effectively.
Like that leaky hose again?
Exactly like the leaky hose. You're paying for energy that's just lost as heat in the walls. New, properly installed wiring cuts down on this waste considerably. It allows your modern, energy-efficient appliances to run at their peak performance without drawing extra power just to overcome resistance.
Makes sense.
So ultimately, this adds up to real energy savings on your monthly bills. It's about optimizing your whole electrical footprint, making your home safer, more capable, and also more economical and, greener in the long run. It's an investment that pays back.
So wrapping this section up, what does this all mean for you, the homeowner, planning that remodel? It really sounds like proper wiring touches on so much more than just, getting the lights to turn on. It's foundational.
Absolutely. Our material makes it crystal clear. Investing in updated wiring gives you multiple layers of protection and value, way beyond just basic function. First, there's safety, paramount. Proper wiring prevents fire risks, ensures your system meets current safety standards, safeguarding your family, your property.
Number one, always.
Second, code compliance. This is critical, especially during remodels. This is where a qualified licensed electrician is just invaluable. They ensure all the work, new panels, new circuits for kitchens, bathrooms meets all local and national electrical codes. And this often means fixing old, sometimes hidden code violations from previous work, prevents huge headaches later.
So it's not just getting it done, it's getting it done right. Legally right. Protecting your investment, passing inspections. Huge stress reliever.
Precisely. And beyond safety and compliance, there's a very real boost to home value. Buyers are savvy these days. They really appreciate knowing a home has a safe, updated electrical system they can trust.
Yeah, I could see that being a big plus.
It's a huge selling point. Enhances resale value, makes it more attractive on the market, and ultimately, tying it all together, it boils down to peace of mind. Hiring a licensed pro ensures your remodel avoids costly mistakes from bad electrical work, gives you confidence your family and property are protected long term. You won't lie awake wondering about that buzzing sound,
Totally. That peace of mind is priceless. Okay, speaking of trusted professionals, our sources also spotlight a business that really seems to embody this kind of expertise and commitment. Because when you need help with something this critical, knowing who to call is key, isn't it?
It really is. Our material highlights Copperfield Electric. They're presented as a prime example of a trusted 24-hour electrician based right here in Orange County. They emphasize being a family-owned business, which often means, a deeper dedication to customer care in the community.
That usually makes a difference.
Yeah, and their team is described as highly trained, licensed, bonded, insured, and thoroughly background checked. That provides that essential layer of trust and professional assurance.
And they cover a decent area, right? Not just one city.
That's right. Copperfield Electric proudly serves a wide area across Southern California, specifically mentioning Orange County cities like Irvine, Anaheim, Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, Mission Viejo.
So a lot of OC.
Yes, plus surrounding areas. They position themselves as your local electrician for all residential and commercial needs in that region.
And what kind of services do they offer? Things relevant to our remodeling discussion or just general home electrical needs?
They offer a really comprehensive range of services, tailored to different needs. For remodels, definitely includes electrical installation for new construction, even ADUs, which are popping up everywhere,
True.
critical panel upgrades and replacements to handle that increased load we talked about, and safely integrating smart home systems into your new design.
Okay. And beyond remodels.
Beyond that, vital stuff like EV charger installations, home and business, big growth area.
Huh.
Also everyday needs, lighting repairs, dimmer switches, installing safer outlets, general troubleshooting and repairs. And crucially, they also offer 247 emergency electrical services.
That's huge.
Because, yeah, electrical problems don't stick to business hours, do they? They're ready to respond anytime.
So if you're in that Southern California area, Orange County and surrounds, whether it's a planned upgrade for a remodel, adding new tech like an EV charger, or, something suddenly goes wrong, sounds like they're available around the clock. Committed to affordable, reliable solutions, and they mention a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
That's what the material highlights, yes. That kind of dependability is really invaluable for such a critical home system.
Absolutely. Okay, so what's the big takeaway for you, our listener? Whether you're remodeling just one room or your entire house, please don't overlook your wiring. It really is the hidden hero of your house, the silent workhorse making sure everything runs safely, smoothly for years. Investing in proper electrical upgrades isn't just fixing a problem. It's investing in the long-term safety, efficiency, and value of your home. It's the infrastructure for modern life.
Which leads to an important question for you to think about. Beyond the paint colors and countertops, beyond the aesthetics, what unseen element in your home's infrastructure, maybe it's electrical, maybe plumbing, maybe something else, might be silently compromising its safety, or its efficiency, or its future potential? It's not just about what you see on the surface, right? It's about what's reliably powering it all underneath, and what you might be ignoring.
That's a great point. Food for thought. And if you are in Orange County or Southern California and you're thinking about that remodel or even just noticing some of those subtle signs we discussed, remember the critical importance of getting professionals involved. Remember the peace of mind it brings. For reliable electrical services from a trusted 24-hour electrician, you can reach out to Copperfield Electric. Schedule a professional wiring consultation. Get a detailed quote. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into why proper wiring matters so much for home remodels. We really hope you feel a little more informed, maybe a bit more empowered to protect your home and your family.